What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 4 battle for the NCP. If there's a bit of an echo, I apologize. I'm in my girlfriend's old room, and there is a bit of an echo when we're in this room. So, unfortunate, but I'm going to do my best to get this team builder and battle out for you guys. This will be the final NCP week that is going to be a live comm for the time being. So I really appreciate if you guys stuck around. If you guys want more of an analytical approach, then the post comms are definitely be really valuable for you. And guys, we can definitely learn a lot from post comms. But let's go ahead and jump into this team builder. We are playing against the Uzi Gunner and his Bullet Punch Club. Should be a fantastic game. He is 2-1. We are 3-0. We are one of the 2 undefeated teams left in the league. It is us, and it is Shuckle Kings and his OK Rillaboomers. And we're both sitting at 3-0, except he has, I believe it's a plus 14 differential, and our Artifice like plus 9. So bit of a big difference there, but at the end of the day, we are undefeated still, and we want to keep it that way going into week 5. Now, looking at Uzi's team, it is very, very scary. He's got probably the best Fairy Dragon Steel Core out of anyone in the league. I think we probably come second place. His Garchomp Aegislash Clefable core is threatening. It is bulky. It is strong. It's decently fast with the Garchomp, but then pretty slow with the Aegislash and the Clefable. They can kind of do a mix of everything. They can be offensive or defensive, all 3 of them, which is really interesting. He's got priority in the Lycanroc. He's got a Mienshao, which is pretty fast. He's got a really annoying Rotom, which is going to cause a lot of problems for me. Mandibuzz is bulky as hell. Probably doesn't have the best matchup for my team, but at the end of the day, I feel pretty confident in the team that we have to deal with it if it does end up coming. And then he has the Quillfish, which has Toxic Spikes, and I have no grounded Poison type, which is definitely a problem. Uxie can also set up rocks for him. Raboot is pretty fast and has Libero, and then Carbink I just don't see coming at all. I think, honestly, he brings the Garchomp, the Aegislash for sure. I think he brings the Rotom as well for sure. That's 3 Mons. Then after that, maybe the Clefable, Lycanroc, Mandibuzz, Quillfish, Rotom, and Uxie. Just a combination of those ones should be the final 3 Mons. But guys, let's go ahead and jump into this team builder portion. The first Mon we are bringing is going to be our Arcanine here with Intimidate. Kind of need to bring this thing as a really good pivot because it has Intimidate to deal with a lot of his physical attackers. It's incredibly bulky, which allows me to take tons of different hits. Notable ones, I can take 2 modest Shadow Balls from the Aegislash. I can also take a Jolly Banded Garchomp after the Intimidate. Or Jolly Banded Garchomp's Earthquake, after the Intimidate. That's really important because if he's at +2 after a Swords Dance, and I manage to get the Intimidate off on him, he's now at +1, meaning I can then take that hit, fire off a Toxic to really weaken the threat that the Garchomp poses to my team. If he's running Swords Dance plus Substitute or Swords Dance plus something else as a way to set up or something, then he's going to be running out of coverage. He needs to have Fire coverage, he needs to have Ground coverage, he needs to have Dragon coverage. Those 3 are musts for this team. If he doesn't have Dragon coverage, he can't really effectively hit my Dragonite, he can't really affect my Celebi that much, and then he also just might as well run Fire coverage for the Scizor and Ground coverage for basically everything else. We are heavy duty boots on this set, and this will allow us to come in on Toxic Spikes, on Stealth Rocks, on Spikes, on whatever, anytime we want to. The boosts let me survive as long as possible, and honestly, without Arcanine, I don't think we have a really good shot at winning this game because it is also a Fairy Resist for the Clefable, and it resists grass moves for the Rotom. It also just can pivot around basically anything with Teleport, getting into my heavy hitters like my Koko, my Keldeo, my Arctozolt, and so many others. Our next Mon is going to be our Scizor. Now, Scizor is holding the Occa Berry this week. The Occa Berry is there for random Fire Fangs from the Garchomp, from Flamethrowers or Fire Blast from the Clefable, Fire Fang from the Lycanroc, and that's pretty much it, honestly. I don't really anticipate to be staying in on the Raboot with this set. I'll probably be switching out to something else to take the hit, likely my Arcanine, because I can get the Intimidate drop on it, resist pretty much anything unless it's going for a high jump kick or something like that, and I feel pretty confident in that. But with our Scizor, with Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost, originally, by the way, I was running Knockoff over Defog, but Toxic Spikes from the Quillfish were coming to every single game, and I would basically lose outright if I did not have Defog, so I swapped Knockoff for Defog. It means I can't really touch the Aegislash, but that's okay because I have an Arcanine specifically. I also have a Keldeo, which can beat it if it's not fully special defensive. Actually, my Keldeo specifically, because of our set, we actually 2-KO and max special defense Aegislash, which is nuts, but regardless, Scizor also gives me momentum. It hits the Clefable for super effective damage with the Bullet Punch. If it's max defense, max HP, we actually don't even 2-KO it, which is insane to think about because we are a Scizor. It is Technician boosted, but at the end of the day, we are an Impish nature, not an Adamant nature. We have almost no attack investment, so we're having trouble dealing with that thing, but at the end of the day, I feel confident because we do also beat down the Lycanroc, which is huge. Getting rid of the Lycanroc is going to be massive for our big Mons at the end, our win cons at the end of the game. It also hits the Uxie and the Rotom for super effective damage. It forces in the Quillfish, forces in the Aegis Slash, and I can U-turn in on those things and get into a big threat that I have on my roster. Basically, the Scizor set, the only thing I really did was I made sure I had enough special defense with my Ockerberry to take a modest no special attack Life Orb boosted Flamethrower after rocks from Clefable. Just to be safe, I want to have that in the back. Obviously, if he's running max special attack, that is a problem, but I feel like I have Bullet Punch for that anyway, so if it gets out of hand, I have the Bullet Punch to deal with it. There is a potential chance that he runs a Cosmic Power set, and if he is running Cosmic Power, that is definitely a problem, but I do have ways to break it pretty well, I'd say. Not the greatest, but I do have some ways. The biggest one being Taunt on one of my Pokemon, so we'll kind of go over that after. But that is our Scizor. The rest, after that special defense investment for the Clefable, I put right into my defense to take it from the Garchomp, to take it from the Lycanroc, the physical Manchow, Quillfish, whatever the case may be. So that is our Scizor. This is very important because if he decides to get a Scale Shot with his Garchomp, and he's not a +2 defense or something, or +2 attack, excuse me, then I can fire off a U-turn doing a ton of damage, like 50% to it. I have Bullet Punch as well to do a ton of damage too. Basically, Scizor is here to be a general annoyance, cause problems for him, force him to go for Fire Fang against me, and then I get, well, into something else, and I can take care of that thing. I can lure it, I can threaten it out. The Garchomp is a huge problem for me to deal with, and Scizor just helps with that just a little bit. Our next mon is going to be our Keldeo. Keldeo is running choice specs this week with Surf, Icy Wind, Air Slash, and Hydro Pump. I'm going to be clicking Hydro Pump more often than not. Honestly, his water resists aren't great. He only has the Quillfish and the Rotom. If Quillfish comes, it's going to be more physically defensive, and if Rotom comes, I'm expecting either a Scarf set or just like a really annoying, I guess, supportive option. And if it's supportive, then yeah, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with, but I have Air Slash for it, I have Icy Wind for it, so I feel pretty decent about that. It also has to be worried about a potential fighting move. I'm not running Secret Sword or Aura Sphere or anything like that this week. I just didn't feel like I had the need to, because majority of the time, Surf or Hydro Pump is going to be doing more damage to it anyways. Icy Wind is there in case it's going to be me versus the Garchomp. I can freely click Icy Wind. That way, even if he goes for Scale Shot, we will still outspeed it the next time around. And by the way, that's if he's like Yachi Berry or he's behind a Light Screen or something. If he's not one of those two, then I'll be able to just OHKO it outright. Air Slash is there for something like the Manchow. It hits the Quillfish for not super effective damage, but at least something neutral, which I did not have before. It's just really solid all around, and with our choice specs, we hit so incredibly hard. Our speed on the set is there for the Manchow, which should be enough to make sure we can threaten it out, and we have speed for everything except for the Lycanroc, which honestly, unless it's going to go for a Play Rough or something like that, or a Psychic Fangs, it's going to switch out, and if it's locked in or something with a band or whatever, or it's not even Life Orb, we should be able to take the hit from it. So as soon as I see, okay, it's not Life Orb, we're fine to stay in, fire off a Hydro Pump or a Surf, get rid of that big threat that my team does not really like dealing with. That is going to be our Keldeo. Moving on, we also take a +1 Earthquake from the Garchomp, so that's after we get the Intimidate off on the Arcanine, just in case we can then take that hit, fire off an Icy Wind, stop it from just sweeping us outright, because it's sweeping us is a very, very, very big problem that I have to deal with. It's going to be tough to stop Garchomp from sweeping, and honestly, that might just be the case that what happens, which is very scary. Regardless, our next mon is going to be our Tapu Koko here, also running the choice specs with Dazzling Gleam, Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, and U-turn. Honestly, Hyper Voice was just like a placeholder at first. Shout out to, I think it was Platinum Howler who suggested that I run Throat Spray instead. The reason I didn't go with that is because Koko really doesn't want to just come in and sweep. It's not really what's going to do effectively. It's going to come in multiple different times, go for predictions, whether I'm going for a Dazzling Gleam expecting the incoming Garchomp, going for a Thunderbolt expecting literally anything else, a U-turn on a switch or whatever the case may be. Hyper Voice is there in case maybe the Aegis Slash is gone. He has no more normal resists or immunities. I can then fire off the Hyper Voice, do a ton of damage to everything, and it goes through subs, it goes through screens. It's very, very useful there, so I'll definitely take advantage of that. Our speed is there for the Lycanroc, allowing us to be modest in nature, so we just go in. If the Garchomp is gone, oh my god, we just click buttons and claim lives. It is insane. He needs his Garchomp, or else Specs Koko demolishes him. So excited for this set. Obviously, it's a bit of a problem dealing with the Clefable if it's running Calm Mind or Cosmic Power, but we still have definitely ways around that. I feel like we can just break almost anything with this set. We take almost any hit as well, because Koko is pretty naturally bulky. I think the only things we're not going to take are like a Life Orb Poison Jab from the Manchow. I think we're not going to take a, I guess, a Garchomp's Earthquake for sure, and maybe depending on the set, like a Gyro Ball from the Aegis Slash potentially, and like a Drill Run or something from the Lycanroc. But if it's gonna outspeed me, it's gotta be like Scarf, and that way it's a lot less of a threat, and I feel better trading off I feel fine trading off my Koko for finding out the Lycanroc is not Life Orb, finding out that it's Scarf or like something like that. So I feel confident in that. I'm happy with that as a trade-off. But yeah, that is going to be our Koko here. We just break for the Keldeo and vice versa. Very strong set, hoping that it can be one of the MVPs this week. Our next mon is going to be our Persian Alolan form, making its debut. This is Salem here. Salem is running Foul Play, Knockoff, Taunt, and Parting Shot. Very standard-ish moveset, I guess. Foul Play is there because it hits the Garchomp, it hits the Aegislash, it hits the Lycanroc, and the well, that's basically the big three. It hits those three for insane damage, like at least 50% on all of them. Knock off to get rid of Scarfs on something like the Mienshao, something like the Rotom, get rid of a Mental Herb, I guess, on the Uxie, whatever the case may be, a Yachi Berry on the Garchomp, who knows. But basically, the main goal is to get this thing in on something. If the Garchomp goes for Swords Dance on the sweep, like to try and sweep me on a switch or something, I go for Foul Play and I knock that sucker out. Garchomp is the problem. That's why we have Foul Play. Taunt is there to stop the Uxie from doing too much damage to me, stop the Clefable from setting up all over me, Aegislash with the Totemize. It stops the Mandibus from roosting up as well. Just basically shuts down a lot of things, then Parting Shot from momentum, getting me into my Arcanine or my Scizor or whatever the case may be to put as much momentum and as much offensive pressure on my opponent as possible is going to be very, very important. If he ends up going with a Lycanroc as a lead or something on my lead Persian, I don't know if I'm going to go for a knockoff or a Parting Shot first. I probably want to go for a knockoff. That way I can just get rid of a Life Orb, get rid of a Sash or whatever the case may be, and then go for a Foul Play after that. Because if I do go for a knockoff and he goes for a close combo, we'll actually take the hit into the Accelerock, which is awesome. Just the fact that we can take that hit is huge and super important that we can do that, and that's all because of our ability in Fur Coat. Our speed on set is for the Lycanroc. We outspeed actually everything unless it's Scarfed, so it's very good knowledge for us to have, and I would love to get rid of a Scarf on the Rotom, to get rid of a Scarf on something like the Mienshao. Those are two big ones I expect to be Scarfed. If the Garchomp is Scarfed, then I'm actually fine with that, because although I don't have a ground immunity on this week's team, we actually can decently well take answers to ground type attacks. It's the combination of the speed and the power that's when it becomes problematic, and that's because I have access to Intimidate that I'm not too worried about a Scarf Garchomp wrecking through my entire team. But yeah, it's holding leftovers, and that is basically our Persian here. It is going to be my lead pretty much no matter what. I really don't see any option where it's not going to be my lead, because if he leads off with a Mienshao and he goes for a U-turn or whatever, knock off, get rid of an item. If he goes for close combat, get rid of his Choice Scarf, then I outspeed, Parting Shot out, and I'm good to go. We take any hit from the Mienshao if it's not a reckless high jump kick or just a regular high jump kick actually, so I feel pretty good about our Persian. Moving on, our next mon is going to be our final one, and that is going to be our Arctozolt, which is our electric immunity. I need to have an electric immunity this week because Rotom just goes in on my team. I would love to bring Rhyperior, but he has Leaf Storm on his Rotom. If it was Rotom Heat or Rotom Fan or whatever, I feel pretty good about it. If it was Rotom Wash even, I feel good about the week because I can kind of check it decently well with a bunch of other things. But because it's Rotom Mow and it can just nuke my Rhyperior pretty easily, I feel like I have to run the Arctozolt this week as I guess, an electric immunity with Volt Absorb. That's basically what it is. Bolt Beak, Ice Crash, Freeze Dry, and Facade with our Choice Scarf this week. Choice Scarf is there because I felt I could have gone with an Assault Vest, heavy duty boots, even a Shucker Berry to be honest, to kind of lure the Garchomp. But a Choice Scarf set can do so much more work if I get the 50-50s right, allowing me to get a KO on the Garchomp while it's coming in expecting, I guess, an electric move or whatever. I can get a KO on the Quillfish with a Freeze Dry, or even the Rotom with that. Freeze Dry is just a really good catch-all move. If he goes into the Clefable or the Aegislash, we actually 2-KO them no matter what with Bolt Beak, and that is massive compared to another set which I was running, which honestly I needed to have a ton of bulk investment, and I couldn't really afford to have much speed, which meant that basically everything would outspeed me, meaning Bolt Beak would be doing only 85 base power instead of 170, so my best option was to go Scarfed, just suck it up, deal with it, go for the 50-50s, force him to make mistakes, and if I think at any point in time he can go Garchomp, I have to just say, fuck it, Freeze Dry, Icicle Crash, do not let Garchomp in, do not let it get up a scale shot against me, and I'm good to go. Did you guys know that this set, it actually does not outspeed Lycanroc Dusk? Because it can't. It can only outspeed up to Mienshao. I think it's only 106 it can outspeed, which is crazy, and that's when it's Scarfed. Insane, it's super slow at base 55, but I feel pretty good about it. This is our set for the Arctozolt. Should be good. Chili Cheese is back once again, being all cold and everything. Hopefully can get us another win. But guys, that is going to be it for our team builder this week. I'm hoping that we can put in a lot of work with it. And yeah, hopefully we can stay undefeated with our roster for the NCP. Thanks for watching the team builder, guys, and let's go ahead and jump into the battle. All right, everyone, we are back. I just want to make sure I have this right. So he has the Garchomp, the Clefable. He has the Mienshao, the Quillfish, the Lycanroc, and the Rotom Mow. My play here is lead off with Salem and click knock off depending on his lead, and that way I can pretty much outspeed anything. Yeah, that's my play here. Let's do that. Let's lead off with Salem. Have fun to Uzi. It should be a great game. Do want to give him a thank you because we did schedule before I actually moved. Unfortunately, I could not play. I just honestly was not feeling great that day, just in terms of my health. Not feeling the best, but it is what it is. Feeling a lot better today, and hopefully we can get a W and keep our undefeated season alive. We'll see what happens though, because look at Uzi's team. It's very, very scary. Honestly, it's terrifying. He is probably thinking like, okay, that's an Arc result without Hail. What's going on? Maybe checking to see if anything gets Hail on my team, and he might think, okay, like he gets that manual Hail, who knows, but we'll see. But it's pretty obvious that it's Scarf, I think. Maybe Scarf, maybe Assault Vest, Boots, who knows. But yeah, we're playing against Uzi. It's our first time playing against him, so make sure to go and check him out, guys. His link is down in the description, just like the rest of the coaches in the NCP. He's a really nice guy, so yeah. I got my water with me. Brand new setup. Pink guy. Okay. So I should take any hit from this. Persian against Clefable. Utility. Level 50. Moonblast, if it's got no investment, will not kill me. I just want a parting shot here, but I think what I want to do... I want to taunt, but I can't. I have to parting shot here, unfortunately. So we're just going to do that. If he goes for Toxic, he goes for Toxic. But we'll parting shot out. So he's now going to be at -1. And I'm going to go into my Arcanine here, because Arcanine will resist whatever attack. I just don't want him to predict and go for a Flamethrower or something. He might go for Rocks. If he goes for Rocks, fine. I can find out right away if he's going to be Unaware or Magic Guard with a Toxic. So yeah, he's at -1 special attack. And he goes for, let's see. He goes for Stealth Rock. Okay, that sucks, but it's fine. I have Defog on Scizor, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's fire off the Toxic. Again, we'll see what he wants to do. He stays in. We connect the Toxic. Very nice. We'll find out if he's Unaware or not. And the fact that he has Stealth Rock means he's probably not a setup set, which is cool with me. Okay. He has Thunder Wave. That's annoying. That is very annoying, but it's okay. That is quite annoying, yeah. But it's okay. It's alright. And he is Unaware. Or, Magic Guard, excuse me. But I'm going to teleport here. We'll see what he wants to do. Because I'm paralyzed, he'll actually teleport out first if he does go for that. We can take any hit he wants to go for. If he switches out, he switches out. But with his moveset right now, he either doesn't have recovery or doesn't have Flamethrower. But he switches out. Hopefully we get our switch out too. Bakugo? What is that? Quillfish. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Without having... Honestly, I have a pretty free... Thunder... Well, not Thunderbolt, but the Dazzling Gleam here. I'm going to go into... let's go into... Do I want to go into Koko here? Let's go into Koko here. We are Specs. He should not appreciate this hit. Honestly, I don't think it's the right decision for him to stay in. So we'll go freely for the Dazzling Gleam, I think. That's going to be the play, expecting a switch. And if he goes Garchomp, he goes Garchomp. That's huge for us. So let's fire off that Dazzling Gleam. He doesn't actually have a normal immunity. So I could have fired off a Hyper Voice, but I think Dazzling Gleam is going to be the play here. Expect him to switch. I don't think he'll expect Specs. So we'll see. He might go for a double into the Rotom, maybe into the Garchomp, maybe into the Clef. We'll see. But we have our Koko in on the field now. Against, it's not going to be Clefable, but if it is Clefable, Dazzling Gleam, if he's max defense, will actually do, if he's got no special defense, it'll do half. Which is nuts. And he actually cannot Thunderblade me, which is nice. But he switches out, what does he go into? Grand Barrier. Is that Garchomp? Oh, please. Uzi, thank you. Thank you for giving me this Garchomp. And he's Roselli Berry. Okay, that's fine with me. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That did nothing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well, it's okay. We'll go for another Dazzling Gleam here. Garchomp. Offensive. Level 50. Roselli Berry. Yikes. Yeah, he's like max HP. Oh, he has so much HP. That's okay though. That's okay. It's a little bit unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie, but what is he gonna go into? He knows I'm Specs now. He can go probably into the Quillfish. Back into the Quillfish he goes. And Quillfish should take a solid chunk from this. 45 to 52. No, 45 to 54, that's it. That's still solid damage. But let's switch out. He's got a ton of special defense investment, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll go into Deadpool here. If he goes for a T-Spike, he goes for a T-Spike. I'm just going to defog and then U-turn out. That's really good. Okay, I'm cool. We got that damage off on the, what is it called? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Garchomp. But he knows I'm Specs. And this thing is in range of 2 Dazzling Gleams now, which is nice. Once we get in range of the next one as well, that's going to be even more key. I'm imagining, what would he go into here? Maybe Clef? Can't imagine anything else. But we'll be able to fire off a Defog, get rid of the rocks. And we are faster, we know that already. He's not Specs, or Scarfer, excuse me. But yeah, so in comes Scizor. Does he go for T-Spike? He doubles out. What is he going into? Pink Eye. Dude, I'm cool with this. I am cool with this. I actually want to just Bullet Punch here, and we'll see what he does. Let's just go for the Bullet Punch. We'll see what he does. Stays in. He's not the Berry Berry. Yum. Look at that damage. Fire move. Fine with me. Aqua Berry pops. And we'll eat this hit. Look at that. We eat the hit. I kind of want to defog here to get rid of the rocks. I think that's what I'm going to do, because getting rid of the rocks are going to be very important. I think we'll expect a Bullet Punch and switch on to something. And that's fine. He switches out, so we're going to get rid of the rocks here. Back we go. Okay, that's fine with me. So we get rid of the rocks. He might be Helmet on this thing. That's definitely a possibility. But we defog, get rid of the rocks here. I'm happy about that. Kind of want to go into Salem here, but I don't want to get burnt. With the range of the Garchomp's at, actually, it's fine if I get burnt. I think I actually want to go into Aramis here, because we're looking. Oh, maybe not. We're looking at a really good Aramis endgame with like Air Slash, which is nice. Hopefully it's good. I'd like to go World Star here, but no. How much does Scald do me from Quillfish on Scizor? Scald. Let's say he's timid. Scald will actually do 18 to 22, which I will survive if he's gotten. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Roost. I don't think he's going to be able to KO me here, so I'm going to Roost. Hopefully he does not. He spikes. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. It's not a Toxic Spike. It sucks that it is a spike nonetheless, but it's okay. So we're going to get back some HP here. Desperately needed, I might add. And let's go for a U-turn here. If he decides to go for a Scald here, so be it. We'll see, but he taunts me. I'm cool with that. And we'll find out right now if he's Rocky Helmet. I'd imagine he is Rocky Helmet, by the way. But we are at -1 here. And he's not Rocky Helmet. Okay. Do I go Aramis here? Reveal that I'm Specs on that as well. How much does Clefable take from Freeze Dry on Arctozolt? 1721. Not enough. What would he go into anyways? Probably Clefable, yeah. I can't go for... No, I can't do that freely. Let's see. How much does Quillfish take from its own foul play? If I go to Persian, foul play does 32, 38, not enough. I can just go into World Star here, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into World Star. Again, he really doesn't have any answers to Dazzling Gleam, which is nice. Yeah. And I'm in luck here. I'm in luck against the Garchomp because we weakened it down significantly. It's a really good news for us. It's great news. I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam, I believe. Or do I Hyper Voice? If I Hyper Voice, it basically invites in... If I Hyper Voice, it invites in the Lycanroc. How much does Specs Hyper Voice do to the Lycanroc? So if I go Koko, Lycanroc Dusk, that is, level 50. Hyper Voice only does 31 to 37. Holy shit. Because I want to go for Dazzling, I just don't want to not KO this thing. I think we will KO it though. It's a tough decision to make. It's a tough decision to make. If he goes Garchomp, I have an out still. I still have an out. Let's Hyper Voice. Let's Hyper Voice here. As he switches out, what is he going into? Pink Eye. I'm cool with that. We should 2K with this. Oko, very nice. So he doesn't have rocks anymore. That's huge for us. I do not want to have to deal with rocks. Spikes are annoying too, don't get me wrong, but spikes are not as bad as rocks because Arctozolt takes only, what, takes 25% from rocks, only 12% from spikes. Okay, if I go to Rotom, level 50, if it's got no investment, it takes 50% from the Hyper Voice. Its Leaf Storm will destroy me. It'll destroy my Koko. Wow. We'll see what he wants to go into. I don't think he goes freely for a Granburia. Does the Garchomp? Okay, how much does Garchomp take from this? I'm pretty sure it's like max special defense. Let's see. Or max HP at least. 252, level 50. We do not take this hit. I'm going to switch out. I want to go with the Deadpool here. Having the spike around is a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. He definitely goes for an Earthquake. It's resisted by everything except for Arctozolt and not Garchomp. Actually, no, 3 things are weak to it. Wow. That's a tough decision. Let's go into Deadpool here. If he Scale Shots me, he Scale Shots me, then he's weakened by 1 stage. Let's switch out. We'll see what he wants to do. We're going to take the Spike. Again, I think he's very, very bulky. Earthquakes. 116 down to 40. I'm actually fine with that. 116 down to 40, that's 76 points of health. 76 points of health off of Earthquake against my Scizor. He's actually max attack, not an adamant nature though. Bullet Punch shouldn't do a ton though, which sucks. How much is Scale Shot doing? 3 hits is not going to do enough to KO me. He's going to get at least 4, probably honestly 5. He just goes for an Earthquake, I'm not going to lie, so I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch here. We'll do that. Scizor's importance is kind of mitigated at least a little bit. But yeah, because we weaken this thing, Rough Skin pops off, and he goes for Earthquake. Okay, that's fine with me. So down goes the Scizor. That's unfortunate. We have a Spike around for the entire game now. Where is my Scizor? Come on now, Scizor. There you are. Okay. I can go into Salem here. Fire off a Foul Play. I can go to Keldeo and click Air Slash. Koko and click Dazzling Gleam. I think that's the play. I think it's Koko and Dazzling Gleam. So losing my Scizor is a little bit unfortunate because it's a 4 times resist to Leaf Storm. It also means he has a Spike for the rest of the game, and he gets a T-Spike that's going to hurt a lot as well. So let's go for the Dazzling Gleam. Let's do that. Whatever he goes into is going to get 2 KO'd or O-Code, unless it's a very specially defensive Rotom. Actually, Rotom might even get 2 KO'd if it's like max HP. So Rotom Mo, offensive. Bless you. She was in the other room sneezing. Let's see. Rotom Mo against Koko. Dazzling Gleam to 68 to 81. He's got no investment. If he's max HP at least, 54 to 64. That's plenty. That is plenty. But yeah, the Garchomp, he kind of needs to keep it around. I'm not going to lie. The second he gets rid of the Garchomp, I basically Thunderbolt and I kind of win. So I'm cool with that. It's a tough game. It's a tough game because his team is really, really scary. The spikes are not great for me at all. Not going to lie. Probably worst case scenario, we have Rocks up and Toxic Spikes. But the fact we got rid of Rocks is nice for our Arctozolt. And then once the... Yeah, honestly, once the... Okay, switch out. Good. What is he going to, though? Okay, that's fine with me. Once we get rid of the Garchomp, we click Bolt Beak freely, and we're good to go. We can Dazzling Gleam here. Do we KO it? We do not. So I'm happy I didn't click Dazzling Gleam the last time. There's no more terrain, though, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world, because I'm clicking Dazzling Gleam. So we click another D-Gleam here. It might come down to like how many times I get in Keldeo and Koko onto the field. I'm not gonna lie. Which is fine with me, but we get another KO here. So down goes the Quillfish. So he only has the one layer of spikes now. Crit matter. Crit did not matter. Alright. What is he going to here? I would like to stay in with Koko, but I don't think it's going to be smart of me. But we'll see. We'll see. He knows I'm Specs. Locking myself into Hyper Voice, maybe that wasn't the right decision. It would have probably been better for me to go for Dazzling Gleam there. Because I would still would have KO'd the Clefable. Nakamura. This is totally Scarfed, but I don't really have an answer to it right now. I'm just going to stay in and go for a Dazzling Gleam. He might expect me to switch out. If he goes for Poison Jab, he goes for Poison Jab. So be it. We shall see what he does. It is U-turn, so we know he is Scarf. So something's taking this hit. And whatever it is not appreciating it. Wow, that did a good chunk of damage. He crit me. Not the end of the world, but it does suck because it probably puts us in range of a Cell Rock from the Lichen Rock, which I do not want to have to deal with. Oh boy. Grand Barrier. So down goes the Garchomp. That's nice. We know he is Scarf though on his what's the thing called? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Can't think of the name of it. Wow. Mienshao, that's it. But down goes the Garchomp. Where is my Garchomp? I believe that's 3 kills, by the way, for Koko. Hyper Voice on the Clefable, Dazzling Gleam on the Quillfish, and on the Garchomp. Nice. Ooh ah. Let's just Dazzling Gleam. Let's just do it. I would like to switch out, but I don't think I can. I don't think it's smart for me to switch out anymore. It was nice to have Koko around. It got 3 kills. It did its job. It really broke. But we'll see what he does. If he goes for a Cell Rock, he goes for a Cell Rock. So Lichen Rock, Dusk, level 50 against my Koko. A Cell Rock should do, at the most, 57 points of health. And that's if he's not boosted. So we'll see. We'll see what he does. But yeah, him being a bulky Garchomp with Roselli Berry came in clutch. It really helped him out a lot. Because without it, he would have had a really hard time breaking through my Scizor. And losing Scizor for everything that's left, honestly, is not good. But it's okay. He has Cell Rocks me. I'm at 54. Okay. Crit me. Please tell me your Life Orb. Please tell me your Life Orb and that crit didn't matter. He's Life Orb. The crit didn't matter. Okay, good. Because losing out on that would have been really bad. I'm going to go right away into Salem, Sticky Cheese, Chili Cheese. Chili Cheese takes how much? Lichen Rock, Dusk, Arctozolt. It's Life... Actually, I want to speed it, wow. Life Orb. I want to speed this thing. That sucks. So I can't do that, but I can go into this. I know, I'm gonna go into Keldeo here. Keldeo against this thing. He has to be aware that I might be Scarf. He has to be aware of that. I'm gonna get rid of Koko now, if I can find it. At the very bottom. Taking a while. I picked my move already. If we DC, it's gonna really suck. Okay, so we know he's probably got Psychic Fangs or Play Rough. Psychic Fangs will Oko me. Gotta be Jolly. Psychic Fang will actually destroy me. Do I Icy Wind? Do I Air Slash? I think I have to attack what's in front of me and click Surf. I think I have to, honestly. It's not looking good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Losing Scizor was really bad. It was a mistake on my part to do that. Let's go for... at this point in time, I'm wishing I had a fighting move. Oh well. Let's go for the Surf. Let's go for the Surf. We'll see if he switches out. We'll see if he stays in. You know, usually I like to kind of watch my opponents play their games so I can kind of see how they play. With Uzi, I didn't want to do that because it's my first time playing him. Kind of want to figure it out on my own. Yeah, but so far he's playing very, very bulky. Sorry about that. Django's right next to me. He is scratching his face now as he switches out. Go to, I don't know, what are you going to go into? Junko, yeah. Unfortunate. I'm going to surf. He'll know right away that we're Specs. That did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. I don't think he goes for the Volt Switch because I have the Arc Ult in the back. So I'm going to stay in. I'm going to stay in, not stay in. I'm going to switch out and go to my Arcanine. I think getting Arcanine is going to be the key here. Teleporting out, being annoying, causing problems. Django, what's wrong? Sit, come on. Sit, buddy. Stay. He is like right under my arm, sniffing at my computer. I apologize if it gets loud, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this game really isn't looking good because he has the priority, he has the speed on his Lycanroc. It sucks, but we'll see. In comes Clifford here, hoping he goes for a Leaf Storm or a Will-O-Wisp or something, and not a Volt Switch. He got me. Damn it, that sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks. Because if I got free switch into... Damn it, if I got a free switch. Okay, how much did that do? Let's take a look. Rotom Mow. Let's say offensive Volt Switch against my Arcanine. Maximum did 64 points of health. 54 to 64 is the amount of HP it would do to me. It's my Arcanine. We know he's not leftovers. Yeah, we know he's not leftovers. If I can get in against the Rotom, I think that's a good thing for me. But because he's Scarf Mienshao, that really sucks. I just don't have enough in the back. I just don't have enough in the back right now. I'm really missing Scizor. Sacking off Arcanine was the play, I think, against the Garchomp. I just want to keep it in the back to deal with like the Rotom hit that thing super effectively. But no, losing it... I should have got rid of Arcanine there, and I should have kept Scizor around because... Yeah, but in comes Ua, which makes sense. Okay. Let's... How much is... Okay, first of all, I did... Well, I did... Okay, that's defensive as hell. Because even... Actually, it's 43 points of health. No, that's no investment. That's like a min roll for no investment. The actual literally least amount he could do with 0 EVs is 42, and if he's got 4 EVs, it's an actual min roll. Okay, how much does Arcanine do to... What is this thing called? Lycanroc. I'm running low on time, I know that. I just don't expect this game to go on much longer, so I should be fine. Level 50. Flamethrower is 24 to 28. We know he's Life Orb. Cell Rock won't kill me, but he has to go for like Stone Edge or something. Let's go for the Flamethrower here. Let's just do it. That plus the Cell Rock plus Flamethrower. He priced the Land Stone Edge too, so we'll see. But 24, that should put it in range of everything else. But a Cell Rock comes out. We eat it. Very nice. Takes the Life Orb chip. No, we needed that. No, we needed that. We needed to break through there. Guys, not breaking through... Oh my god. Not breaking through there is massive. Not breaking through there is massive. Shit. Okay. Because, yeah, my game plan was to, like, get rid of the Lycanroc there with Foul Play or Knockoff or something. Shoot. Shoot. I would have loved to get rid of that Lycanroc there. I would have loved it. Oh my god, because... Shit. So down goes our Arcanine. If we got that Flamethrower off, that would have been massive for us, because it means we got to basically guarantee that it's in range of Foul Play. Because right now, if I go Persian's Foul Play, actually just 72 to 84, we should be fine. We should be fine here. A Cell Rock shouldn't do too much. I'm going to close the door. It's going to just take a while to let me... I don't know what's going on. Internet at my in-laws is not great. Come on now. Don't DC on me. Don't DC on me. I have to get rid of this. I have to. Okay. Alright, there we go. So I go into Persian here. Okay, a Alolan Persian. If I get rid of the Life Orb, close combat does 70 to 83. Because I'm thinking of just going for a knockoff. I'm really thinking about just going for a knockoff. Because I think he needs it around. If he goes up to Mian Xiao, it sucks. I'll be able to... I won't take the hit, honestly. Actually, I might. Mian Xiao with a choice scarf will be at... We'll outspeed it the next time. Close combat does 94% max. So we're at 154 right now. Do I foul play? Do I knock? I really want to foul play here. How much does foul play do to Mian Xiao? 42 to 50. That's not bad at all. It'll outspeed me. I'm gonna go for the knockoff here, and we'll see what he does. Please switch out. I'm hoping he switches out, because I want to keep this thing healthy. I really want to keep Persian healthy for the Lycanroc. That's how I'm gonna win. Keep it healthy. Bring on Lycanroc. Foul play. Foul play. Foul play. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna win this game. Or get rid of the Lycanroc, and now I can click Icicle Crash with Arctozolt. Because we want to speed the damn Lycanroc. He switches out. Fantastic, fantastic. Going to Junko. Okay, that's okay. We should do a solid chunk to it. Rotom, Mo. That's not bad. It's a Citrus Berry, okay. So getting rid of its Citrus Berry is cool with me. And I can freely go for a parting shot here. I need to keep this thing healthy. I need to keep it healthy. If I get rid of the scarf on the Mian Xiao, I'm in a fantastic position. I just gotta get rid of the scarf. Wow. Foul play does 11 to 13% to Rotom with no investment, and I know he's pretty much like got a ton of HP. If he's got max HP, it's 8 to 10. 8 to 11, basically. Wow. I'm parting shotting here, and I'm going into Arctozolt. He has a free Leaf Storm, but at -1, it shouldn't do too much, especially because I don't think he has... I think he has like 4 EV in special attack. And it gives me momentum, which is nice. So I go Arctozolt, level 50. Against Rotom, level 50. Let's see. Icicle Crash will destroy it. -1 Leaf Storm does 37 to 44. So that's great. That's 0 damage. If he goes for Will-O-Wisp, okay, it sucks, but I have Freeze Dry and I have access to Facade as well. We can Parting Shot. So we get out. We are running out of time. We're running low on time, so I have to be quick with my moves. I don't want to lose the timer here. Really don't want to. Taking this time. That's what's happened. Taking this time. But let's go into Chili Cheese. If he Willows me, he Willows me. And so be it. Let's see, Lycanroc Dusk, level 50, with a Life Orb. A Cellrock does 71 to 85. So unless he goes for like a Stone Edge or something, or a close combat, I should be fine. What are you going to do here? Volt Switch, amazing. Back to full. And here I Icicle Crash. Right? I do, I Icicle Crash. That's my play. 100%, 100%. Nervous as hell. Really nervous. But honestly, once I get rid of the Scarf on Mian Xiao, and a Life Orb on, what is it called? Can't think of the name of it. Lycanroc, I should be fine. But we Icicle Crash here. And we see what he does. We see what he does. But the Volt Absorb on the Arctozolt came through, kept up momentum for me. Very useful. Whew. I hope he switches out. That way he knows I'm not Scarfed yet. I really hope he does that. Because Rotom, as annoying as it is, it's not the end of the world for me. But he stays in. We connect the Excro Crash, and down goes the Rotom. Okay. Okay, he goes to me and Chow here, 100%. I'm at 100% though. Close combat, it will OHKO me. 100%, 1000%. I don't have an option. He's going to go into that and he's going to click his close combat and be good to go. Yeah. It's nerve-wracking. Like, it's great and all, we got that prediction and everything. Django, what you want? Come on, get out of here. Go. Go to Julia. Go. Alright. Yeah. I think he's checkmated us here. I'm not gonna lie. I really think we're checkmated. I imagine he either goes into Lycanroc, but he has a free switch into Mienshao here. It's free. There's literally no reason for him not to do that. Nakamura. Can I win this game with Mienshao, with Persian, and with Arctozolt? I have to knock off the Mienshao to outspeed it, and I have to take the hit from the Arctozolt, from the Lycanroc. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I have to sack this off. Let's go for the Crash. Because Mienshao, close combat against Keldeo, 53 to 62. What, that's if he has no investment in attack. Oh my god. No, it is 64 to 76. I don't know why it's set up. I'm on the Assault Vest set, that's why. Mienshao, Choice Scarf, close combat. Yeah, 64 to 76. He close combats me, and we're going to lose our Arctozolt here. That's okay. So Arctozolt picks up its first death in the season. And again, close combat is 129 points of health at the very most. How much does Keldeo have? 148. After a spike, it's going to be a roll. I think it's going to be, he's going to need a max roll to kill me. He's going to need a max roll to KO me here. For sure, for sure. This is going to be like a 1-0, guys. But he knows I'm Specs now. I wish I was Scarf at this point. 127. He literally needs a max roll or the second highest roll to KO me. He's at -1 special defense. Let's go for Surf and see what happens, because Surf at -1 will KO this thing. It does 182 to 214. Oh my god. And it doesn't help that we're lagging either. But Surf comes out. Come on now. I think Scarf Mienshao is going to clean it up for him, honestly. But we'll see, we'll see. If he stays in and we live the hits, then that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. If he stays in and we don't live the hits, then we lose. If he switches out, then I think we'll win. It's going to be close. It'll come down to a roll, basically. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We're actually not in a terrible spot, but I wish I was Scarf right now. I wish I was Scarf on this instead of Specs. And that was one of the things I was debating, Specs or Scarf, but he close combats me. Does he get the roll? He got the roll. He got the roll. That was a max roll he needed. He needed it came into a max roll and he got it. This game, honestly, I was at what, 127 here? 127? It came down to a 12% chance for him to win that game there. How unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. -2. That really sucks. I'm gonna let him know. 12.5% chance for you to win that. And GG's. Unfortunate. So that's how we're gonna pick up our first loss after a 12% chance. That sucks. That really sucks. But we'll see. Foul play won't even KO. It will let KO after close combat, but close combat is 84 to 90, 92, or 99, excuse me. It's going to KO us. There's nothing I can do. Oh my god. We honestly, we had that game. Oh, if I was Scarf, we had that game. If I lived that hit, we had that game because he stayed in. Banked on a 12% chance to win the game, and he got it. And at this point, 144 is the minimum roll for close combat, so he's going to get the KO here. GG to Uzi. He ends up getting the 2-0 win off of a 12% chance, and it works out for him. Unfortunately, Persian didn't do the work I wanted it to do. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but him leading Clef was a great lead, and it really caused a lot of problems. But it looks like he didn't have any recovery on that Clef because he, well, yeah, he had Flamethrower, which means he probably had Moonblast as well. So I can't say I'm like, I'm just surprised is all. That's all. I'm just surprised. Regardless, it's okay. Damn. And he knows I'm leftovers too. There's nothing he can do. So close combat comes out, and it's gonna KO us. So GG to Uzi. I'm disappointed. I really am, because it literally was a 12.5% chance for him to KO with close combat, and he got it. If he did not get that, it was over, because we lived any hits from the Lycanroc with Persian. We fired off foul play and we won the game. Shit happens. I'm disappointed. I really am, because I don't think it's a fair indication of how this game went based off a 12% chance. I think I definitely did not play as well as Uzi did in this game, because I sacked off my sister. I was not aware. I was not able to just take a look at everything, all the situation, and just say, okay, this is what's important to me. Scizor is important to me. I should have gone and sacked off Arcanine. Arcanine served no purpose, zero purpose in this game. Yeah, and honestly, at that point, I shouldn't have. It would have been fine for me, because if I had managed to take, if he went for Scale Shot, and Scale Shot was the scariest thing. If he went for Scale Shot and KO'd me, my Arcanine, fine. He KO'd my Arcanine, whatever. And the reason I'm saying that is because he'd be at +1 speed, yeah, but he'd be at -1 defense, meaning that my Bullet Punch would then finish it off. There was no reason for me to go into my Scizor, none. And I'm really disappointed that I did that, because it cost me the game. But yeah, he had a 12% chance to win the game there off the roll, and he got it. Is what it is. GG to Uzi. Make sure to go and check him out. His channel is in the description. Also, guys, if you guys enjoy competitive Pokemon Draft League, make sure to subscribe to the channel here. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we cannot do it without you, so make sure to stick around if you have not already. That is our end of year goal. Thank you for watching. Make sure to let me know if you guys saw anything that I could have done differently in the comments down below. Again, I am disappointed, because I definitely felt we should have won this game, but is what it is. Doesn't go. It's not in the cards sometimes. Is what it is. But yeah, like, honestly, oh my god, again. And the Flamethrower Thunder, the Flamethrower Paralysis too, that was huge too, because it meant I could have gone right into, it would have been nice to have. That's all it would. It would have been nice to have. I'm also thinking I probably should have gone into Arctozolt, because I took the Accelerock from the Lycanroc, but, oh well. GG's again. If you guys enjoyed it, again, make sure to leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.